My dear friend, I am Vijay Kumar Pal, an author. Today we will discuss Islam in Iran. How Islam ruined the Iran, we will see it also. And how the Islam devastated or ruined the Islam. This is our main topic. Because where Islam goes or gone in the recent years or the recent past year or very beginning in the Islam, the Saudi Arabia was ruined, Iraq, Iran, Syria. But today now is our topic only our emphasis on the how Iran was ruined by the Muslims or the Islam. The Arab constant of Iran, which culminated in the fall of Sasanian Empire to the present nascent Rashidun Caliphate, brought about a monumental change in Iranian society by purging Zoroastrianism, which had been Iran's official and majority religion. Since the time of the Achaemenid Empire, since the Rashidun invasion, Islam in any form has constantly held the status of Iran's official religion except for a short period in the 13th century where the Mongol invasion and conquest destroyed the Abbasid Caliphate, a smaller Islamic reforms regimes before resulting in the establishment of Ikhanate. The process by which Iranian society became integrated into the Muslim world took place over many centuries, with nobility and city dwellers being among the first. Muslim world took place over many centuries. Before Between the 7th century and the 15th century, Sunni Islam was dominated sect in Iran, and Iranian academics of this period contributed greatly to Islamic golden age. In the 16th century, the newly enthroned Safavid dynasty initiated a massive campaign to install Shia Islam as Iran's official sect, aggressively proselytizing the faith of the forcibly converted of the Iranian populace. The Safavidi section triggered tension with the neighboring Sunni majority Ottoman Empire, in part due to the fight of the non-Shia refugee from Iran. So now we must see that Arab conquest on Iran, how Iran was slaved, or became the slave of the Islamic Gonism or the hooliganism. The Muslim conquest of the Persia or the Arab conquest of the Iran occurred in 622 and 654, when the Rashidun Muhammad was died in 632, when the Rashidun Caliphate conquered the Sasanian Empire as a part of the early Muslim conquest, which began under Muhammad in 622. While Arabia was witnessing the rise of Islam in the 7th century, Persia was struggling with unprecedented political, economic, and social issues as well as military weakness. The Sasanian army had greatly exhausted itself in the Byzantine Sasanian War of 602 to 628, almost 26 years. Following the execution of the Sasanian Shah Khosrow in 628, Persia's internal political stability began to deteriorate rapidly, leading to new royal claimants being enthroned with the next 4 years. Shortly afterwards, Persia was further devastated by the Sasanian interregnum of large-scale civil war, which began in 628 and the result in the government decentralization in 632. Amid Persia's turmoil, the first Rashidun invasion, Islamic invasion of Sasanian territory took place in 633 when the Rasidan army conquered parts of Assoristan, which was the Sassanian political and economic center in Mesopotamia, means Iraq now. Later, the regional Rasidan army commander Khalid ibn al-Wahid was transferred to oversee the Muslim conquest of the Levant, and as the Rasidun army became increasingly focused on the Byzantine Empire, the newly conquered Mesopotamian territories were retaken by the Sasanian army. The second Rasidian invasion began in 636 under Saad ibn Abi Waqqas, when a decisive victory at the Battle of Qudaysia put a permanent end to any Sasanian control west of the modern-day Iran. For the next 6 years, the Zagros Mountains, a natural barrier, marked the political boundary between the Rasidan Caliphate and the Sasanian Empire. Sasanian Empire was not the Muslim empire. This empire was governed by the Zoroastrians or the Parsi in Hindi. In 642, Umar bin al-Khattab, the second caliph of the Islam, 8 years, who has reigned as Islam's second caliph, ordered a full-scale invasion of the rest of the Sasanian Empire, directing the war from the city of Medina in Arabia. Umar quick conquest of the Persia in a series of coordinated and multi-pronged attacks became his greatest triumph, contributing to his reputation as a great military and political strategist. In 644, however, he was assassinated by the Persian craftsman Abu Lu'lu'a Farouz, who when captured by the Rasidan troops and brought to Arabia as a slave. Some Iranian historians have defended their forefather by using Arab sources to illustrate the contrary to the claims of the some historian. Iranian, in fact, fought long and hard against the invading Islamic goons. By 651, most of the urban centers in the Iranian lands, with the notable exception of the province along the Caspian Sea, such as the Tabaristan and the Transoxania, had come under Muslim domination. Many localities fought against the invaders. Although the Rasidan army has established hegemony over most of the country, many cities rose in rebellion by killing their Arab governors or attacking their garrisons. Eventually, military reinforcements quashed the Iranian Zoroastrians and imposed complete control. The Islamization of village was gradual and incentivized in various ways over a period of centuries, though some Iranians never converted, and they as evidence of Zoroastrian scripture and all over the pre-Islamic being burnt and Zoroastrian priests were executed, particularly the areas that were the center of the resistance. Islam had become Iran's predominant religion by the late Middle Ages. The majority of Iranians were Sunni Muslims until the Safavids forcefully converted into the Shia Islam in 18th century. There was the first time since the collapse of the new Babylonian Empire in 539 BC at the Battle of Opis that Mesopotamia was ruled again by Semitic speaking people. This was after a century of Persian rule under the Achaemenid, Parthian, and Sasanian Empire, as well as the Greco-Roman, Macedonian, Seleucid, and the Roman Empire. When Western academics first investigated the Muslim conquest of the Persia, they relied solely on the account of the Aramean Christian Bishop Sabos and accounts in Arabic written sometime after the events they describe most significant were probably that of the author Christian and his lineage of the Sassanid, published in the Copenhagen and the Paris in 1994. Sassanian Empire before the conquest. Since the 1st century BC, the border between the Roman, later Byzantine, and the Parthian, later Sassanian empires had been the Euphrates River, और उसको बोलते हैं द फरात रिवर इन अरेबिक. The border war constantly contest most battles, and thus most fortification were concentrated in the hilly region of the north as the vast Arabian or Syrian desert. Roman Arabia separated the rival empire in the south. The only danger expected from the south were occasional raids by nomadic Arab tribesmen. Both empires before allied themselves with the small semi-independent Arab principality, which served as buffer states and protected Byzantium and the Persia from Bedouin attacks. Means Bedouin, the camel herders of the Arab known as the Bedouins. The Byzantine clients were the Ghassanids. The Persian clients were the Lakhmids. The Ghassanids and the Lakhmids feuded constantly, which kept them occupied, but that did not greatly affect the Byzantine or the Persian. In 6th and the 7th century, various factors destroyed the balance of the power that held for the many entries. The social problem at the time of events. After the Treaty of Hudaybiyah in 62-8, Islamic tradition hold the Muhammad sent many letters to the princes, kings, and chief of the various tribes and the kingdom of the time, exhorting them to convert to Islam and how to order of Allah. These letters were carried by ambassador to Persia, Byzantine, Ethiopia, Egypt, Yemen, and city of Al-Hira in Iraq on the same day. This assertion has been brought under scrutiny by some modern historians of Islam, notably Gramy and the Chetan. So Islam, what is the impact of the Islam in the Persia? The first invasion. After the Ridda war, a tribal chief of the northeastern Arabia, Al-Muthana ibn Haritha, raided the Sassanian towns in Mesopotamia. Action that generated a considerable amount of booty was collected. Al-Muthana ibn Haritha went to Medina to inform Abu Bakr about his success, who was the first Caliph, Abu Bakr, and was appointed commander of his people, after which he began to raid deeper into Mesopotamia using the mobility of light cavalry. He could easily raid any town near the desert and disappear again into the desert beyond the reach of the Sassanian army. Al-Muthana's acts made Abu Bakr think about the expansion of Rashidun Caliphate. So now modern day Islam. When Iran converted to as a Muslim country or the Islamic world, in 1970, the Sayyid Raja Pahlavi invited to all gallantry or all the celebrities to their country to reinforcement of the Zoroastrianism or the Parsi cult. When in 97 this feast was completed, the Khomeini, who was living in exile in United Kingdom, provoked the Muslims that you are the Muslims. Though Iran was converted from the Zoroastrians by the Islamic Gunism, as many of the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent convert into Islam. So he provoked the Muslims, but the Iranian people, which were the Zoroastrians, or the ancestry of the Iranian people are the Zoroastrians. They were against the Shah Raja Pahlavi. This is the stupidity of Islam. If you are converted into as a Muslim, you are brainwashed. You are perfect terrorist. And this is the fallacy of Allah, that you are demoralized by the Allah wise Quran and made a Muslim a killer, a robber, or a uncivilized person. This is the inflects or in this is the inf, this is the effect of the Islam. This is the influence of the Islam. Islam inflects a civil society into a barbaric society. So Islam, so many attacks on the Iran. Second invasion was 634 to 636. According to Abu Bakr, the first caliph, Umar was to continue the conquest of the Syria and the Mesopotamia. Battle of Qadisiyah. Second, Umar ordered, the second caliph ordered to retreat the Arabian border and began raising armies at Medina for another campaign to Mesopotamia. At that time, Mesopotamia is the capital of the Iran and Iraq both. Because in Iran and Iraq, the majority were the Zoroastrians, and even the northern Afghanistan had the major majority of the Zoroastrians. Northern Afghanistan and order an army to retreat the Arabian border and began raising armies at Medina for another campaign to Mesopotamia. Owing to the critical situation, Umar wished to command the army personally, but the members of Majlis-e-Shura demurred, claiming that two front war required Umar's presence in the Medina. Accordingly, Umar appointed Saad ibn Ali Waqqas, a respected senior officer, even though Saad was suffering from sciatica दर्द साइटिका का दर्द ये दर्द Saad left Medina with his army in May 636 and arrived at Qadisiyah in June, where Heraclius launched the offensive in May 636. Yazid Degard was unable to muster his army in time to provide the Byzantine with Persian support. Umar, allegedly aware of this alliance and not wanting to risk a battle with two great powers, simultaneously, Kuking reinforced the Muslim army at Yarmouk to engage and defeat the Byzantine. Meanwhile, they ordered Saad to enter into peace negotiations with Yezegard III and invite him to convert to Islam to prevent Persian forces from taking the field. Hercules instructed his general Vahan not to engage in battle with the Muslim before receiving explicit order. Fearing more Arab reinforcement, Vahan attacked the Muslim army in Battle of Yarmouk in August 636 and was routed. Means Persian raid in Mesopotamia. In February 638, there was a full lull in the fighting of the Persian front. The Swat, the Tigris Valley, and the Euphrates Valley were now under complete Muslim control. The Persians had withdrawn to Persia proper east of the Zagros Mountains. The Persians continued raiding Mesopotamia, which remained politically unstable. It seems the Zagros range was the dividing into line between the Rasidan Caliphate and the Sassanids. In the latter part of 638, Hormuzan, who was the one of the seven great chief of the Persia, Hormuzan, and had commanded a corps at the Battle of Qadisiyah, intensified his raids in Mesopotamia. Saad, on Umar's instruction, attacked Hormuzan while Utbah ibn Ghazwan, aided by Numan ibn Mukrin, attacked Ahwaz and forced Hormuzan into a peace treaty under which Ahwa would remain in Hormuzan possession as a Muslim vassal state and would pay tribute. Battle of Nahawad 642. So we will let all the battles were between the Muslims and between the Zoroastrians. Now we will take conquest of the central Iran. In the wake of Khalid demise, Umar appointed Abdullah ibn Uthman as commander. The Muslim forces invasion Isfahan, where the Nur Jahan was born. Mehrun-Nisa is the original name. ये देखिए, in Iran, Zoroastrians were made to pay an extra tax, collected jizya, or be killed, enslaved, or imprisoned. Those paying jizya were subjected to insults and humiliation by the tax collectors. Zoroastrians who were captured as a slave in war were given the freedom if they converted to Islam. While giving freedom of the choice, the Arab conquerors designating the privilege for those who convert to Islam and in theory gave them right equal to Arab Muslims. These privileges included exemption from jizya. The conversion process was slow and uncompleted, stretching over many centuries with a majority of persons still following Zoroastrianism at the term of the millennium. Muslim leaders in their effort to win converts encourage attendance at Muslim prayers with promises of money and allow the Quran to be recited in Persian instead of Arabic so that it would be intelligible to all. Islam was rapidly accepted by Zoroastrians who were employed in industrial and artisan positions because, according to Zoroastrians' dogma, such occupation that involved defilling fire made them impure. Moreover, Muslim missionaries did not encounter difficulty in explaining Islamic tenets to Zoroastrians as there were many similarities between of the faith according to Thomas Walker Arnold. The Persian would meet Ahura Mazda and Ahriman under the name of God and Iblis in Afghanistan. Islam was spread due to missionary effort, particularly under the reign of the Hisam al-Ibad al-Malik. There was also large and thriving Christian Jewish countries, along with similar numbers of the Buddhist and other groups. The population moved slowly, steadily toward Islam. The nobility and the citizen converted first. Islam spread more slowly among the peasantry and the Deccans or landed gentry by the late 8th century to 10th century. The majority of the Persian had become the Muslim. So all the Persians were executed by the sword, and sometime their children were abducted or kidnapped by the Muslims and forcibly sent to the madrasa to gain the Islamic teaching. And when all the students returned to their house, they was spreading hate against their parents because Islam allows the hate with the non-Muslims because the parents of those converted young students from the Zoroastrianism who were forcibly captured and sent to the madrasa in the early ages at the 5 or 6 years old. But when they come, they were perfectly the Islamic terrorist, Islamic coon, as per the ideology of Islam. And when Ayatollah Khomeini came to return to Iran after the fall of the Shah Pahlavi in 1971, Khomeini returned to 79 in Iran and he occupied all the Islamic clerics or the Islamic goons under his influence, and after that Iran was ruined. Recently, the Mahsa Amin, who was the Yazidi or the Kurd girl, was killed by the so-called Islamic moral army. I would like to ask, what is the moral of the Islam? The scale of the Islam, moral of the Islam is the rape, killing, robbery of the non-Muslim woman, and this all committed sin are belong to the Muhammad because Muhammad committed such type heinous crime, robbery with the non-Muslim woman, killing the non-Muslims, and take a gunda tax or the robber tax as jizya. So Islam ruined by Ayatollah Khomeini only because where Islam comes to in your brain, you are mentally retired, mentally ill. If you are physically sound but mentally due to Islam, you are a perfect criminal, rapist and the robber. This is the teaching of the Islam. How Islam ruined the Iran you are seeing at present days. Every, my appeal to all the people of the Iran, which were the Zoroastrians, not the Islamic goons. When they converted to Islam, they became a terrorist Islamic goon. So please leave all the Islamic people of the Iran this Goonism or the hooliganism, which is known as Islam, and became the Zoroastrians as your ancestors were. Where your ancestor were Jews, Zoroastrians or the Parsi, your Iran was very peaceful, except some Islamic goons were attacking from the side of the Arab. So we can say the Arab were the most barbaric people in this world. Iran does not belong to the Arabian people. They are superior than these Arabic people in the civilization, in the manner, but due to converting to Islam, they became alike the barbaric Arab Islamic invaders. So my appeal to all Muslims of Iran, please leave this ideology, leave this Goonism, which is known as Islam. I pray for the Iranian people, please leave the Islam and become a good human. Not need to convert as a Zoroastrian, Hindus, Muslim, Hindus or Christian. You may be live as a good person. You may, you must be agnostic, but it is not necessary that you are following the any cult. So my appeal to all the Iranian people, please reconvert to your original faith, that is Zoroastrianism, or which is far more superior than this filthy Islam and filthy Quran and the filthy Muhammad. Thank you very much.